Society advocacy groups for accountability and probity addressed to the danger of having Bello Matawalle as a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria after the revelation of his administrative haste in Zamfara State. We write as watchdogs for a functional democracy that drives development with reference to the subject matter above. It has become imperative that we bring to your patriotic attention some unsavory developments bordering on a significant and strategic appointee of the federal government. It is of prime importance to beam attention on these issues of national importance in line with our mandate to replicate world-class development in our country as it is done in other democracies around the world. We have therefore taken the bold move to specifically lend our voice in crying out to you and to state our position over the ignoble crass corruption and embezzlement that was forcefully designed and masterminded by the immediate past governor of Zamfara State, Bello Matawalle. The revelations contained in the Pandora's box, as published by the Zamfara State government, accusing the former governor, who is sadly the Minister of State for Defense, of willfully embezzling billions of naira through shady contract dealings, including a cargo airport, pollutes the reputation and integrity of the current administration, where you serve as the head of the legislature. For a Senate that has since inauguration been preaching anti-corruption and socio-economic hygiene, allowing a man of questionable character like Bello Matawalle pass your screening without you doing anything to remedy it when the facts are out is a direct mockery of your avowed legislative objectives. Your Excellency will recall that many well-meaning Nigerians were vehemently opposed to Matawalle's appointment as a minister of the Federal Republic, following his antecedents as the governor of Zamfara State. A defense portfolio to an inefficient and corrupt leader who allegedly romanced with bandits was perhaps one of the biggest mistakes of this administration, but it can be corrected with the Senate giving a voice in that direction. Note that Bello Matawalle's criminal hoarding of all utility vehicles belonging to the Zamfara State government shortly after exiting power and the hula balloon that greeted his unsportsmanlike behavior portray him as somebody who suffers kleptomania and also a direct enemy of progress and development. We are afraid that this might be replicated in the Ministry of Defense at the detriment of our patriotic military. Governor Daud Alawa had to fight to recover those vehicles and save the impoverished people of Zamfara State from further depleting of their meager resources in purchase of new vehicles when they already had many but which were stolen. There are high standards expected of a minister of the Federal Republic of Nigeria. There must be persons of unquestionable character and proven integrity. Unfortunately, the glaring revelations by the Zamfara State government has shown Matawalle to be very deficit in character and wanting in integrity. On Friday, October 20, 2023, he spuriously denied the allegation of embezzling billions of naira through the Zamfara Cargo Airport project, a development that pushed the state government to reel out evidence backing the allegations. The evidence contained pictures and updates on financial records in relation to the uncompleted Bello International Cargo Airport project. If a bare-faced liar like Matawalle is allowed to remain in power as a minister of defense or in any other capacity, the funds meant for fighting insecurity and indeed protecting our territorial integrity will not only be embezzled but end up in the hands of bandits and terrorists with no sense of accountability. Your Excellency, details of Matawalle's financial malfeasance and administrative rascality as has now been made public is nauseating and frightening. Something urgent has to be done, and we call on the Senate to weigh in to ensure that he is immediately removed to restore some hope in good governance. Let us assure you that we know how limited your role could be, but it is very important that in national interest you play that role. We shall also be mounting pressure on President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, who stepped with this box stop directly to replace him. All the Senate needs to do is to play its own part. Matawalle is a national security danger and a man of tainted personality. He is unfit to be a member of the Federal Executive Council. The Senate should help in easing him off the public space. While looking forward to a positive action, please do accept NASS Momo and Igwe Odeomanta, convener and co-convener of the greatest Nigerian people.
A very simple thing. All what we are asking the Senate, we are making the Senate to understand that Honorable Bello Matawalle is very unfit to be a member of the Federal Executive Council. He has committed enormous corruption in Zamfara State. All what we are saying is that the law should take its course. Enough is enough. This is not the time of executive gathering rocks to manage public affairs. We are saying any corrupt person, Pandora box has indicted him. He has not yet come out to say no, they are misinforming the public. All the allegations are very clear. The governor of Zamfara State is on top of his voice. 11 billion naira Bello International Cargo Airport. And if you get there, you will weep for the people of Zamfara State. What kind of a man is he? Based on that, we are asking the Senate what they have done by clearing him. They should revise the decision and or do it. Nothing more. If the Senate refuses to do it, the pressure will continue. We are in National Assembly today. We will go to EFCC. We will go to NDLET. We have written to Mr. President on this issue. Thank you.
Freedom, 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 freedom.